as our resident champion, how will you replicate the success of last season? I think I'm going to change tactic this year. I'm not going to go for two massive players early on. I'm going to try and grab about 15 million players, the 40, 50 pointers, and then, try and pick up some bargains later on. Is there a must-have player you'll be getting this auction? No. As always, I've come quite unprepared. I don't know. I'm thinking Gruder for Brighton. I feel like he's going to be one of their main men this season. So I'm hoping no one else will have him on their list and they'll be able to grab him nice and cheap. Do you wish to share any wise words with the league? Yeah, just, never give up. As a champion, you can't ever take that away from me. So get yourself in that position and you'll always be remembered. Who's getting a spoon this season? I've got a bad feeling for the slug. So that's the slug for spoon. And for gold, I'm going to go with myself. Thank you very much. We're live.
Morning. Am I in? TK, you have 2 gold medals but finished 15th last season. What are you going to do differently this season? Nothing. Nothing really changes. Just try and do less fucking shit swaps with Barge, who have my pants down quite a bit. Is there a must-have player this auction? So I have 2. My number 1 target is Evan Nilsson of Bournemouth, and my number 2 target is Big Virgil van Dijk. They're the 2 that I really, really want. I'm just gonna get them. Other than that, there aren't any must-haves. Like, contrary to popular belief, I'm Big Dom. He might be in my team, but he's not one that is a must-have. And the Kinski thing, I still think he might start. It's not bullshit. I got it from a view from the lane. The geezer that used to do the Brentford thing was like, Kinski's a bit more of a Thomas Frank keeper, so it wasn't bullshit. Who do you think is the least knowledgeable manager and who will have the worst auction? Least knowledgeable, it's just both answers are probably Zoe. Do you wish to share any wise words with the league? No, I've no wise words, but just good luck to everyone. Let's have a good season and thank you for the Sunday auction was. The £10 player fine is a £10 heap. It's going to be an early one and it is Gyökeres. Gyökeres? Is that how you say his name? Of Arsenal, because he's shit and someone's going to overpay and they're also going to have to pay a tenner. Good luck everyone. Cheers.
Okay. Blended in with this sofa a little bit. Let's have a look at this. How was the run? This has caused so much controversy. I'm going to apologise to everyone before, probably when I get fined by Willow. Run has been postponed for 2 weeks. I shan't be doing it until 2 weekends' time. No malice was meant to be caused, wasn't meant to upset anyone or annoy anyone. Hopefully it goes well, but yeah, I haven't done it just yet. Thank you. Are we meant to be saying anything else? There's no other questions in there, I don't think. But my target, if we are talking targets, is going to be Erling Haaland. Let's see.
Morning, gents. It is currently 11:28. We've got 32 minutes to go. Just been handed a lovely envelope from Smithy. Okay. All right, these are obviously tailored. There's a bit of malice in these questions. That's a shame. That is a shame. Right. 4 questions here. First question. 10 attempts and still no gold. Will you be doing anything differently this season? So that is a real shame we've started on a low note. Sour puss. I don't think I need to do anything differently. All I need to hope for is that there's no fuckery this season. So no, I won't be doing anything differently. I'm just going to hope that people aren't going to be fucking around. Which player will be the most expensive and who will be the biggest waste of money? So for me, bizarre reason, I think Haaland's going to go for the most. I don't think he should. It's a shame Isaac's not gone to the pool because I think he would have gone for something astronomical. Biggest waste of money, I genuinely think the sap, Brian and Booms, is going to go for something over 30 and he's just not going to be that good. Big overperformance last season. Do you wish to share any wise words with the league? Just don't fuck it up for other people. That's what I'd say. Who's getting the spoon this season? So, I would love to say Jim, but he has seemed to have sorted himself out in the last few seasons. I think we're going to have a new spoon. And I think it's going to be the auction host. I think he's already rattled out there. And the gazebo's had to go up. It smells of shit. So I think it's going to be the T-line. Thank you, gents.
Guys, nervous about the auction, let alone this bloody envelope. Oh, I forgot. Last season was the title A New Hope. What is the title of this season? Well, it's Rogue One. Rogue One. Doing something different this year. As a resident spoon holder, what will be different this season? Well, I am doing something different. I'm doing what to give away. I'm going to go for 2 biggies. I think I'm going to go for Haaland, Isak, Salah. Going to get 2 of them and then crack open the champagne. And I'm going to defenderless as well. Like tonight this season, who will be this year's must-have player? Well, I've got a list of a couple, but who would I really like to have? See, the problem is, because I'm going for 2 biggies, I'm not going to have any money for the must-have players that I quite like, the hidden gems. I think someone that will go under the radar but is going to have a good season. I think Harry Wilson and Lavia, I think, are kind of 2 players that I'm going to try getting for free because I'll have no money and I think they're going to have good seasons. And also, what was there another one? Who's getting the spoon this season? I think it's going to be, I think it's Linny's turn. Yeah. And also, the player that I've got a fine for is Cunha. Good luck, guys. I don't mean that. I hope you have awful auctions. And hopefully I win it. Old Smith, another thing, like I know you normally put kind of Zoe highest place finish 3rd. I was hoping you could potentially also add this year's green jacket winner. Appreciate it. Cheers.
Chaps, Dover, after finishing 2nd in your first season and 11th in your second, was your first season complete luck? Yes. What's the strategy for this season? Told everyone I'm getting Haaland. Obviously I'm going for Cole. He belongs with me, nowhere else. Everyone else will fuck off. I'll be going for him, Jared Bowen, Kai Havertz on the cheap, hopefully, and then fill up from there. Do you have a must-have player? Cole. Do you wish to share any wise words with the league? Don't panic, enjoy the day and enjoy the rain. Cheers, Wiz.
Morning.
Okay, the last 3 season finishes have been an average of 11th. What are you doing differently to improve this season? That's a great question. I think I am going to get a primo or just below a primo this year. What I've been trying to build a team, but I don't think you can win it without a primo anymore. So Vertsy maybe, Isaac, that's where I'm kind of going. Do you have any must-have players for this auction? Yeah, Verts. He is the #1 target. I'll have a look at Isaac if he goes cheapish. Do you wish to share any wise words with the league? Do I wish to share any wise words with the league? Great question, because I don't really, other than I hope it doesn't rain, but it's gonna. Who's getting the spoon? Julian. I don't know how he managed to get third last year. He's a terrible manager. He's going to get the spoon this year. Bye.
Look at this. I tell you one thing, a lot better than last year because last year with the chair that didn't fit anyone. Very exciting. Right, what do we have to answer? The last 2 seasons have resulted in finishing 16th and 18th. What will be different this season? I've no restrictions this year, not that I did on the time before last. And I'm feeling so good about it. I feel so relaxed. And yeah, I just have a really good feeling. Is it your time? Is it finally your time to win the green jacket? No, I don't think it is. I think I will finish top half. But who knows? I'll tell you when after the auction. Who's getting the spoon this season? Gant. I just don't understand him. And I'm sitting next to him and I'm going to get him pissed. So, not that it takes me to get him pissed, he'll get pissed all by himself. A few things from me. I very, very much want Victor Gyökeres. And my fine player is Jordan Henderson. At the Bayer Leverkusen.
All right, Smithy boy, what you got for us this year? Okay, with an all-time highest ever finish of 10th over 10 season, what's the plan to improve upon that this season? I said it a couple of times, boys, and you'll see this back later. There'll be no swaps from me this year. The only swapping I'll be doing is out of the seals. After doing 115 swaps last season, will it be any different this season? Yes, it will. There won't be one. Do you have any must-have players? It will be either Bruno, Cunha or Mbuemo, if any of them are under 25 million. And the spoon, Zibbles. Zibbles for the spoon. Good luck, gentlemen.
Hello. Project. Alright. Since winning the league 4 seasons ago, your average league position has been 10th. What are you doing differently, if anything, this season? Potentially, I started last season, I bought defenders for the first time, which will hopefully continue this year. Differently? No, not differently. Just, once you've won it, you can play it how you want. I prefer to
try and find little hidden gems that no one else wants, and then next year they're worth loads. Which doesn't help me in that season, obviously, but there we go. Do I wish to share any wise words with the league? I would say Brighton attacking fullback Maxim de Kuiper is on for getting a load of assists, and assists for 3 points, so get him in. Doesn't really help because the auction's going to be in a minute. Who's getting the spoon this season? I reckon, Barge reckons he's not doing any swaps, so I reckon he's going to stick to that, but he'll be bored by, I don't know, by third week in, international break. He'll be bored, but he'll keep with the swaps, and so his team will just rot, and he'll plummet until he eventually gets below zero again.
Right then. Oh, what we got in here? It's gonna fucking rain. That fucking cunt was that. Right then. Cutting me straight away. With an average league position of 13th over 10 seasons, what's the plan to improve on that this season? It's a great question. It's $1 million question, and I don't have the $1 million answer. The plan is to not go for unproven players, fresh players to the league. That's why I'm glad Sesko didn't come in time for the auction, otherwise I would have spaffed my load on him. So just try and go for Prem proven, try and not get like a major largie for like 40 mil, because they always underperform for me. Apart from Watkins, he was actually alright last year. So yeah, try and spray my money a little bit, get a bunch of 30-point players. That's the plan. Will it go to plan? Who fucking knows? How much pressure will hosting the auction have on building your auction team? Well, it is pretty chronic at the moment today. Hopefully it doesn't rain, so then we'll have to bung in the pagoda and the gazebo. But it's been alright. It's been alright. As long as fucking TVs don't get smashed and Ganty doesn't chunder up the wall and smash everything, we'll be alright. I think it'll be alright. Who's getting the spoon this season? It's going to be Zoy or Ganty. Both have already got the spoon before. Zoy's pathetic. Ganty's a madman. So it's between those two. I'm going to go with Ganty. That's all from me. Good morning, good evening, and good night. Oh!
I feel quite far away from the camera right now. Right, what we got? Reaching the dizzy heights of third place last season, is there an opportunity to improve upon that this season? No. I think that was a fluke. Was gifted me and Bumo for Sun. So I don't think that I'll get that lucky with a swap again. So I think it's back to the swamp for me. Have you adopted a different approach to this season? Well, as it's just been spotted, I have been sat in the corner highlighting some players, so a slightly different approach to just going in and winging it. But nothing major difference. Who's getting the spoon this season? I'm going to go with Badge, because I believe that he's going to try and do his no swaps, and he's going to get to like Christmas and implode and just fuck his team with stupid amounts of swaps, and then it will just be fucked and it will be downhill from there. But if not Badge, I know you haven't asked for a second option, but if not Badge, then I'm going to go for Jasper. Why not?
You've spun yourself in circles with the amount of waffle in the group in recent weeks. What is your strategy this season? I decided on the car over here. I'm going to go Salah. Bloke's got no competition in his place. He's always fit. So I'm willing, unless it goes over 45 million, I won't be getting him. So 45 up to Salah is my only strategy, and then wait it out and try and pick off the rest of the points from there. If I don't get Salah, it'll be one of the other premiums, Haaland. I'm just going to get a premium this year. Question 2, your last 3 seasons have resulted in an average place of 11th. Damning. Can you shed any light on your strategy to improve upon that this season? Last season I would have got a bronze if I didn't swap away Cunha and another bad swap. So historically my auction average position is 5th, so my auction is usually good. I've just fucked it up with deals, so actually my swapping has been my downfall. So it's really improving on swaps. Question 3, who's getting the spoon this season? I think Ganti will. Just the wild science, the plucking things out of air that make no sense. So I'm going to say Ganti. Thank you very much.
Hello, Mr. Mid-Table. You finished 17th last season. How will you improve upon that this season? Quite easily, I came 17th. I guess the one thing I need to improve more than anything is my auction performance, which is shocking. I think I actually am 17th or something like that in the auction table. I've done absolutely no prep for the first time ever, because it can't really get much worse. So that is my tactic, is just to have a better team after today. Like Brennan Johnson last season, is there a must-have player this auction? No. My one thought is, because I got so much abuse after the auction last year for getting a bunch of players that don't start, I just want starters. Don't care who they are, not that bothered about the club. I just want people that will start every week. That's my only focus, because I ended up with like my defence and the keeper was just a disgrace. No, I'm sorry, it's awful. Who's getting the spoon this year? Same as always, Tommy Key. Same answer every year.
Morning. Firmly finishing mid-table last season and an average position of 8th over the last 10 seasons. What's going to be different about this season? Last year I could only attend 2 hours of the auction, so to finish 8th I think is pretty good. So I'm just looking forward to having a full auction, and I've got a few must-have players. I'm going to be sniffing around Zubamendi as a DM, and there's a few like strikers I'm going to potentially get, maybe like a Seawood, or I'm going to try and not spend loads of money. I'm going to try and budget myself to like 30 million max on a player. Who's getting a spoon? I'd probably say Ganti or Zoy. Ganti or Zoy.
Here we go again. Right. 16th last season, how are we going to improve? Last year I spent 31 million on Odegaard, so that's not going to happen this season. I think the plan is generally just try and spend a bit less, try and pick up a few bargains, maybe drive the price up a little bit, probably the same as everyone else. Channel wanting a David Dickinson, get a few bargains if I can. Must have targets. So for me, I want to outscore everyone, outgoal everyone. So Chris Wood, Evan Nelson, sort of the second tier strikers if you like, staying well away from Haaland, Salah, the likes of that. Who's getting the spoon this season? I have to say Zoe.
With the pressure of being overseas, it has had. Will the pressure of being overseas have any effect on your season? Absolutely. I've had a month unemployed, so I've had a full-time availability to do as much prep and research as I wanted, and I looked at the player list for the first time with Hicko and the Rising Sun, and the first time myself last night from midnight till 3 a.m. Strategy this season, yeah, just see where it goes. I'm excited. It worked well last season, not following a strategy. I've had a look at the player list, know who's changed players. I think I will try and pick up a couple of early mid to biggies again. But I also can't control shooting my shot, so I might go on one of the ultras. I think Gyökeres, if he's under 35, will be in my team. I'm going to gamble on Gyök. Getting a spoon, it's going to be Julesy, obviously. Julesy. Every time. Fluke season last season, absolutely fucked it. And I'm just about to announce the league that Wazza is about to get, pardon me, a £20 fine for being a fucking idiot.
Here we go. Right. Oh, fucks. Finishing 20th and 19th in the last 2 seasons, what's your plan to improve upon this season? I think I was unlucky last season. Though John Duran had left. I genuinely think Souček was probably my biggest mistake. It would have been safe mid-table. Probably just going to get some big players and hope that it all kind of works out, really. Do you have any must-have players this auction? I just think I need players that play. I tend to pick up people that are on the bench that I think should be in the team, but the manager doesn't think they should be in the team, which ends up being a little bit of a problem for me. So I'm just going to go for guarantees, I think. Do you have any wise words to share with the league? No. Next. Who's getting the spoon this season? I'm looking at Zoe and I can see him through the window here. I can't see past it. Every season I'm just looking at him in his Stella hat and I can't see past it. Yeah, sorry. Nice one.
Fucking stinks in here.
This can't be near this place.
Hiya. Morning. Let's open these up. Good from Smithy to do these. No cash in there then. Okay. Right, carrying the weight of 3 spoons and the gold coming 10 years ago. Jesus, time flies. What's the plan for this season? Yeah, should have thought about it a long time ago. Well, it's a bit of a nod to JV, and we're going for just vibes this season. No idea who's coming in, apart from maybe one player. I think the big man is Reinders. Is that how you say it? He's the guy I'm after. And Mbuemo. Mbuemo will be coming. You finished 4th last season. Is there a chance to improve upon that this season? To put it bluntly, I think not. I don't think I'm going to do well this season. But who's getting the spoon? That would be Badger. Badgy boy. Yeah, dead cert. But good luck to all. Yeah, let's have it.
With an average league position of 10th over the last 10 seasons, how will you improve upon that this season? I've done far more deep diving into the data this season. I'm hoping that's going to pay off. Who's getting the spoon this season? Always Zoe. Always going to be Zoe. He's going to just leave too much money behind and completely fuck it. Any must-have targets? I've got a few in mind, but they're not must-haves. Moneyball is always the plan. So not too fast if I don't get anyone specific, but they've just got to fit into the right category. So yeah, it's going to be a good day.